It's November 6th, and we're gonna start sewing for my Christmas Eve outfit. Historically, Christmas Eve has been a big deal. My parents invite our friends over, we drink and eat and talk all night. Been doing this since I was like a wee child. It's early November and you're probably not gonna see any of the videos I plan to make about this until after Christmas. And yes, I said videos because this is a hell of a project, because my middle name apparently is extra. There will be capes, there will be stays. I'm probably gonna be using silks. It's fine. It's also why I've given myself 6 weeks to work on this. I've done a couple things up to this point off camera, just because thinking and sewing and thinking about then also capturing that on camera is a lot. So this rough mock-up of some stays. I'm using the Butterick pattern. I have heard bad things about it, but I liked the shape. And Alexa does have a pair of stays from this pattern, I'm pretty sure. And I like hers, and I want to be her. The problems, and I may or may not intercut some b-roll here, lacing this up by myself is like a 30-minute affair, but it is not quite big enough in the waist, and it is too loose in the bust, is a problem I've experienced my entire life. The itty bitty titty committee is me. Have to repattern this so it'll actually fit my unique proportions. This is like literally like also the smallest size that they offered in that, and I'm like, then there was the pant. I was trying to use a pattern that had been something my mom had given me from her pattern collection, and then I realized it was for a 28 waist, and I'm not a 28 waist right now. I don't know if I ever was a 28 waist in my adulthood. So I was trying to grade that up the other night. I just ended up getting really depressed. Did find another pattern online from Vogue that is like the style of pants that I want. It's a $22 pattern, and this is already really expensive because I just want to use fancy natural fibers because I'm insane, I guess. Let's hop over to my desk and let's talk about sort of what I want this to look like. All right. Let's talk art. So for the pants, my goal is a very 80s, like working women pant with like a nice hard pleat down the front, but it's a little tapered down at the ankle and not the traditional wide-legged pant that was a little bit more popular in the 80s. The top is going to be a pair of stays. It's going to be the Butterick stays. I know that like they may not be the most historically accurate, but I like the shape, and they have some inspiration from Alexa. Alexa has been dubbed the internet's 18th century hot girl, and that like 18th century hot girl style that she has sort of created is the vibe. And so what I am trying to mimic here is a specific set of stays that she has. Hers are pink, mine will be a light blue, and then on top of that I want to do a very dramatic cape, full length, nice all the way down. As you can see, my drawing skills are not the best, but they get the job done. The goal is that it might not have a train, but it is going to go all the way down to the floor, be very swooshy. I might have a contrast in color on the inside. This stays will be the light blue silk taffeta, but this and the pants are going to be the matching silk. Currently, I believe it's going to be this color, but it might be a suiting wool. We'll see. And then I'll give myself some nice 18th century hot girl hair. Background, Silk Baron is a wholesaler silk retailer. They're located a little bit north of LA, so stuff that I asked them to get me gets here really fast. I ordered a bunch of samples from them as well as some smaller pieces in their most recent sale. A lot of people use them. I highly recommend them if you have not heard of them before, if you're getting silks. I got a couple different weaves when I ordered because I had no idea what I was doing or what I was looking for. These were the ones I said definitely no on. This one, it kind of comes up. It has this texture to it that's a little bit more of like a chunky weave. I thought Crepe de Chine was going to be what I was going to do, but it's really sheer. Same with this Habotai, it's sheer as hell. Then came the taffetas and the duplonis. This is a machine-made one. This is a different one. This one's a little bit more smooth and closer to a traditional taffeta, but lighter weight than a duploni that has these like sort of like slubby, chunky bits. These two are a little bit more smooth. This one's a little heavier in weight, but they're all really loud when you like move and you walk. And I have like memories of being a like child and walking around and being really loud because of taffeta dresses. So those were like, I don't want to use them if I don't have to. Which leaves me with this charmeuse. It's really nice to touch. It's not going to be loud when you walk around. It's kind of translucent, but not totally see-through. And I really liked this color Zanzibar. The problem with this is that because it is so silky, as opposed to the stiffness of a taffeta or a duploni, is that it's not going to hold up on its own, and that means it will either need to be interlined or stiffened in some other way. And I have zero experience with interlining, but I think especially for the pants, that's going to be required. So this lighter blue taffeta is what I want to use for the stays. I think it's really pretty. It's like very icy, very Christmassy. This is, I think, going to look really nice in contrast underneath this. I'm also considering for the inside, the like lining, I guess, of the cape is doing a gold taffeta or duploni, just like kind of like this mustardy color, and then getting shoes that match this color. And like you can see the three here really go nicely together, just because I think it'd be really hard otherwise to give the cape the stiffness I'm envisioning for it. That's also dependent though on me sticking with my decision to use silk. My other consideration is going to Mood this afternoon and seeing what suiting wools they have in person. But I think suiting wool will have a little bit more rigidity to its fabric. It'll be a tighter weave. It'll have some more substance to it than this charmeuse does. So I want to see what they have before I make any final decisions, and because I just want to go to Mood. Let's talk about the timeline that I've given myself, which is today till my flight leaves to go back home on the 22nd of December. I am giving myself between now and December 1st to make the cape and the pants, and then I'm going to give myself 22 days in December to repattern the stays. I will probably need to make a second mock-up. I will hand sew some of this. I will not hand sew all of it. I was bored, so I spent a weekend hand stitching for no good reason, because this is like a mock-up that doesn't even fit right. Use a sewing machine to do the boning channels because I'm gonna try and do it in 22 days. The pants and cape, I'm gonna basically try between today, which is Saturday, and next Saturday to make mock-ups of both, either whatever patterns I plan to use. Then that gives me a weekend to actually make the real pants, and it gives me a weekend to make the cape, and then Thanksgiving, which I guess I'll have some extra time there. Right now what I want to do is I want to go to Mood. I want to see if there are other fabric options. I want to see if there's some wool suiting options that fit that brighter blue color. See if they have the Vogue pattern or a similar pattern, and if not, we'll hit up Joann's on the way back home. We will make a pant mock-up out of something. But I have a plan and we're gonna do it. So let's go. was an expensive trip downtown, not because I bought a lot of fabric, even though I did buy 2 yards of tailor's interfacing, but because my window got smashed. Yay! To get here, it took every left turn that I don't like making in Los Angeles to get down here. So I do not think I will be coming back to Mood, purely because if it requires making a left onto Olympic Boulevard to get down here every time, I think I'm gonna pass. We're gonna go to Joann's next and see if they have that pattern for the pants that I might try, and spend another $22 on patterns. My friend just literally texted me, it's a treat yourself kind of day. Treat myself to fabric. So let's go to Joann. I'll see you back at home. Hi, it's me from very way in the future. There was no back at home. Parking at Joann's was such a nightmare that getting home from there was the last thing I did that day. It was traumatizing. That day was traumatizing. Future me just wants to say I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will stick around for the rest of the very chaotic process of me putting this outfit together. The videos will come out when they come out. I am going to make no promise on me editing in a timely manner. But do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I do upload these videos. I enjoy making them so much, and I really want to share the process of this outfit with you and hope that maybe you learn a thing or two along the way of my fails and triumphs of what is to come. So please stick around for what comes next, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be the cape. So you don't want to miss that. See you soon.